Hey, what's up, family? All is good. Give thanks and praises. You know how it is. Yes, making the best of this pandemic. But let me jump right into this here. With all the leisure time that we have, we should very make use of it. I'm watching a movie here, kind of old movie, I think 2010 with Denzel Washington. It's called The Book of Eli, and it gives you a whole different perspective about life. Now, if you haven't watched that movie before, check it out. It's called A Book of Eli, starring Denzel Washington. Now, it seems they had either a nuclear blast or a fallout on the earth, and he was walking from the east coast to the west coast, a lot of burnout buildings and people, you know, um, riding on their motorcycles and just killing people looking for this particular book. But before I get to the main topic of the book, he went to a couple of places and fights break out. He won the fights because he's supposed to be an angel walking in this path to get to the west to give these popes or these priests the book. But in the movie, this girl called Solera, after he had went to this bar and tried to get some water. Anyway, make a long story short, the guy that runs the place sent the girl for him to have sex with the girl, but he don't deal with that. But anyway, so then the girl asked him, so what about like before the fallout? He said, and this is the key part that you folks got to understand. He says, the things people take for granted, they throw away food like we're doing now, just throwing away food and taking things for granted. He said the things that you guys kill for now, which is shampoo, little bottle of shampoo, iPod, cigarette lighter, those wipes that you use when you get from Kentucky, those crip wipes, the alcohol wipes for your hands, those, they're glad to get those. You can trade those in for anything in that fallout time. That's the things we take for granted now. Like now, all the things we take for granted. Now we have a whole bunch of shoes, food we can throw away, TVs all over the house, whatever. Whatever. We got a lot of stuff that we take for granted. But he just show you the things that we take for granted. Now in that time of the fallout, they will kill just to get it. Now, this man that ran the town was sending all the men out to get this particular book. And the particular book, we're not into that, but this particular book was the Bible. But he's sending people out that can't read for this particular book, and they will kill people on the way, bring back books to him. He said, this is not it. Anyway, Denzel had the book. So when the girl came to his room and he asked her if she wants some food, and she bumped, he said, no. Let's hold hands and they pray. He said, close your eyes, and they started to pray. Make a long story short. When she went back to where her mother was blind. And the mother said, let's eat. She said, let's hold hands. So when they hold hands, she started to pray. And Father, I thank you for my mother and for this food and for my friends. So the guy that runs the place said, but she said, and then she said, that's it. He said, no, that's not it. You're supposed to say amen. And he was like, where you hear that from? She said, the guy that you sent me to have sex with, that I didn't have sex with because he didn't want sex with me. He was saying that. She says, I didn't talk, you said you didn't talk to him. He said, yeah, but he have the book. He have the book. The book is the Bible. So Denzel was walking from east all the way to the west with this book to give to the priests that they can translate it and bring it back into the west, the new world. But like I said, the more of the story is that the things that we take for granted now, soap, toothpaste, toothbrushes, shoes, socks, matches, throwing away food. We don't want the guy, don't taste good. You know what I mean? Don't take that for granted, folks. Because the way that things are going now, you can see how it's going. A lot of folks can't afford to buy food. They can't afford to get things. Water. Water then was a commodity. You had to line up to get water. What happened in Flint, Michigan? Couple last year sometime. The water was bad. So folks, don't take nothing for granted. And if you get a chance, watch that movie. It's called The Book of Eli. It's a very good movie to watch. Until then, folks, I love you guys. Subscribe, thumbs up, hit that notification bell, spread the videos. I love you guys now. I love you guys. And don't forget, the only thing going to get us through this is love. I love you guys. Peace out. One love.